in this Texas and A's game because Drew, man, nice series opener here. 4-game set for these, and Texas, they just get to just absolutely roll. In Sacramento, California, serving the Rangers very well as 8-1. They end up getting the win there last night. Is this what we should just expect this whole entire series? This one's lined as essentially a pick'em that you're looking at here. More of the same, or should this be a bigger favorite here for Texas after what we saw in game one? What do you think, Drew?
Yeah, Dan, I mean, you talk about that game one, had the 5% max limit on Texas Rangers. So nice to get that winner, man, and start this series off in Sacramento. I'm actually a fan of these minor league parks. When we saw it in Tampa last season and here in Sacramento, you know, they fill it out. It looks like a nice atmosphere. But getting to this game, yeah, I would keep it rolling on the Rangers. They're actually playing great baseball. They're 5-2 their last 7 against 2 first-place teams coming into this series. In Seattle and the LA Dodgers. So winning that first game 8-1, they're now over 500, and they're up against the 500 team in the Athletics. But when you go back to when they started playing in Sacramento, they're 10 games under 500. For whatever reason, they have not played good baseball in this minor league ballpark. And in this situation, they kind of have a tough schedule spot. And as we get past the 15 game mark here in Major League Baseball, you really want to be paying attention to these schedule spots because they played back-to-back series against the Yankees and the Mets. They played well on the series, but then they had to travel across country with no off day and then play game one against the Texas Rangers. And we've seen in the past, sometimes that lingers over to game 2. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens here. Now, their starter, Jeffrey Springs, he's going to look to play stopper, and he is 2-0 on the season, the 30th rounder out of App State. And he had a great start last time out against the Yankees in that series. The problem is he's up against Mackenzie Gore. I like this southpaw. He was the former number 3 pick in the MLB draft out of high school. He's 2-0. He's got a 25-5 strikeout to walk ratio. He's a guy I'm looking to bet on right now. And I think the Rangers offense carries it over here, scoring 8 runs last night. So we're going to lay a short number. You can get it as low as what, -112 right now, -115, a consensus number. So yeah, give me the first place Texas Rangers over the second place Athletics here in the AL West matchup, Dan.
Yeah, and Drew, one thing that I'll say is I think because the A's came into the series, you mentioned, you know, they have to travel, you know, no rest or anything, but they were on a 5-game win streak before they got absolutely rolled last night. So I think that's kind of getting baked into the price, which is why maybe you're getting a little bit of a discount here with the road team. So I love the thought process there, man. If I was playing this game, I would be back in the road favorite here as well. So I like the breakdown there, Drew. Real quick before we get to game 2, because yeah, Texas had a nice series opener, but yeah, so did the Dodgers, shutting out this Mets offense that everyone loves seeing, the Mets offense right now. But before we talk that game, man, what do you have rocking here as we head on through you know, the continuation of the early season here for MLB? It's been great for you, man, especially seeing it in this kind of midweek action. So $5 Tuesday, what do you got rocking? WT.buzz/DM.
Yeah, got a 4% best bet, discounted to just $5. So looking to carry it over from the winner yesterday. And you can check that out. Yeah, for today, $5 Tuesday. Why not take advantage, guys? And going over the Wednesday card now, Dan, always like to get after it early, right at the openers, try to get some of those best numbers, particularly in the sport of baseball. So going over the Wednesday card now, the pitching matchups, and likely to be in with another 1 or 2, who knows, maybe 3 plays on the hump day card for tomorrow. But yeah, for the clients, that's what we got going. And, you know, Drew's Daily Diamond going daily right here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Broke down the Cubs and the Phillies, the Marlins and the Braves, and the Rays and the White Sox on today's show. So hopefully a 2-1, if not 3-0 day there for free on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. And then, as with these 2 games, Texas and the Athletics, and the Mets and the Dodgers. So hopefully, you know, a big card that I was looking at. And for the clients, it's just the $5 Tuesday play, Dan.
Yeah, and this isn't a guy in Drew that just dabbles in MLB. You check out Drew's Daily Diamond, the knowledge that the guy brings. He prepares each and every day for that show and giving you those free plays in addition to what he's doing for the clients. Keep it up, Drew. We love it. A great way to see Drew's Daily Diamond. All you got to do, hit subscribe here, folks. All right, Drew. Here's one that, yes, the Mets are playing awful. However, now they're going to be heading to Nolan McLean, which, hey, it hasn't been the pitching that's really been the horrible issue here for the Mets. It does seem to me with McLean and Yamamoto, this is just what you get priced with the LA Dodgers, right? LA Dodgers 9 times out of 10, or very often, not 9 times out of 10, but you're going to see them as $2 favorites, minus 180 favorites. Even with how bad the Mets are playing, man, I like this McLean. So this feels a little bit rich for me. If the Mets are going to bounce back, do it with your young stud pitcher who, going back to last year, 2 or fewer earned runs in 10 of his 11 career starts going back to last year. So I think this guy's best days are only to come, and he's had some pretty damn good days. So thoughts here, Mets, Dodgers. I love this pitching matchup, man.
It really is. It's kind of a sleeper pitching matchup because a lot of people wouldn't notice Nolan McLean, like you're talking about, the 3rd rounder out of Oklahoma State Cowboys. And he's kind of lit it up here. These guys that get picked in the MLB draft and then just like 1 year following are already getting a taste in Major League Baseball. Those are guys I like to circle, Dan, and he's one of them because the organization sees him. You see him. He only pitched a couple games in Single A, right to Double A, and then right to the Major League level. So that's telling you what they think of him, putting him up there that quickly. And it's worked out. I mean, he's 1-1 on the season, 2.7 ERA. His numbers are solid. Problem with betting him in this situation is, one, it's the Dodgers. And working into that, his first 3 lineups were the Pirates, the Diamondbacks, and the Giants. 2 of those 3 lineups are bottom 5 in baseball by a lot of metrics. So he's taken a big step up in class on the road here, and he's got to trust an offense. Talking about his own offense, the Mets, by a lot of metrics, are bottom 5 so far for the full season. If you go by weighted runs created plus, if you go by team OPS, I believe they're bottom 3. And they're ice cold. They've scored 0 runs their last 20 innings. So trusting them here against Yamamoto, the 27-year-old out of Japan, that's pretty much as consistent as you get. You even go back to last year, but we'll just go off his 3 starts this season. 6 innings, either 1 earned or 2 earned in all 3 starts. And we get the Dodgers here, 12-4, the number 1 record in baseball. Playing 750 ball right now, plus almost 40 in terms of their run differential, how much they're scoring over their opponent. You brought up the price, minus 200 here. It's just not something I do in Major League Baseball a lot. People don't want to pay for picks and then be told, hey, lay $2. It's something I think even, getting it for free on a video. With the home team, something I like to do here is not lay the run line, but lay the -1 line, and you can get it down to -1, -140 on the Dodgers. Therefore, if they only win by 1 run, as the home team, you only have 8 at-bats with your opponent getting 9 at-bats. So if you only win by 1 run, you still push on your bet. I like doing that with home teams in baseball. So -1, -140, Dodgers over the Mets, last game up tonight.
And that is why we love it when Drew Martin is on. I'm here gushing about this young pitcher, and Drew's like, yeah, but look at the lineups he's faced, man. He's facing the freaking Dodgers. I love it, man. I appreciate the breakdown. And I also like the little tip there for you folks. Obviously, you don't want to lay that big money line, but you don't want to lay the 1.5. But break it up. There's the green book that offers those -1s that can bring that juice down there for you a little bit, or you split up your wager in 2 different ways. So teach a man to fish moment there for you, Drew.